Hello, guys, and welcome to a new podcast episode. It's a new season, the second episode now, and we have my friends over who are creating an app. So let's introduce them. Would you like to introduce yourself? Let's start with Drago.
Yes, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for taking time to talk about our project and all the other stuff that we will talk about. My name is Drago. I'm 29. I'm from Munich, Germany, and yeah, I'm excited to talk with you about the app. It's an idea which came up like 8 months ago. Um, I was looking at the Hello app, and my girlfriend is or Catholic, and I was thinking, hey, why do not we have an app like this? And yeah, that's how it started. So yeah.
Yeah, my name is Ephraim. I'm 26 years old, and I'm also from Germany, Hamburg. And me and Dragutin, we found each other on TikTok, I guess. I was debating people, I was doing live streams and something like that. And that's how we found each other. He was writing some very funny comments, and yeah, we just brotherly fell in love at this moment. And this app was an idea of Dragutin, where we talked about, like you said, with the Catholic prayer app. And now it's a project. What was going? I guess now we're in the 7th or 8th month right now. I guess something roundabout.
Right.
Yeah. About me, I'm a father. I'm married. I'm Orthodox. I'm going in a Russian Orthodox church, and yeah, that's all about me. Nothing special there.
All right, hey guys,
Awesome.
I'm
Thank
Sky. Let me just no, you guys already know who I am. But
you. Well, yeah, thank you guys for the introduction. Glory to God. So, for the first question, what probably the viewers are thinking right now. So, what is the app about exactly? If there would be like a quick overview of the app, how would you explain it?
Dragutin or me? I
Yeah,
can start.
let's-
You can start.
Whoever
Bro.
wants.
Should I start?
yeah, please.
this is Shark
Okay.
Tank. This is like Shark Tank. You gotta really
Okay,
sell me
I
on the
try.
app.
I try to sell it now.
You have to
We
sell
don't.
it to me.
So
If I say I'm out and I just walk out of the
sure, no problem, bro. No problem. So we are reaching for 5% equity. No, I'm joking. So a quick overview. So this app was built for people in the West, like for us, especially who don't know the East languages like Greek, Russian, or the other languages, for the people in the diaspora, like we call it. And like you know, it's very hard to find Orthodox sources and everything, like Orthodox movies, Orthodox prayers, Orthodox literature. And we wanted to combine everything in one place. So you will find a lot of special functions what the app has, but we will talk about them later. But the main thing about the app is it's just like you can have um, everything you need for your way to go to the church on your phone. That's what we wanted to reach with this app. And kurz und knapp.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, so if I can add something on that, we started knowing each other through all these TikTok debates and mostly the German debating scene. And Ephraim is a well-known Christian influencer in Germany. And we started. I mean, I started to get really deep into Orthodoxy 1.5 year ago, and then we came together in WhatsApp groups and things like that. And I saw that many people. So we have a few brothers who are doing all their private time that they have. They're investing in explaining things to people that are interested in Orthodoxy. So we have people with Pakistan Muslims. We have people who how do you say in English Freikirchler Protestants or
Protestants.
yeah, Protestants. We have
Mm.
all kind of people getting interested into this. I want to say mystical new thing which is coming up on the internet, because Orthodoxy have jumped on the train called internet a little bit later than most of the other religions. I would say Islam and Catholicism and also Protestantism, they discovered YouTube and things like that more than 10 years ago for them. And Orthodoxy is catching up now. We have some great content like Orthodox Ethos, Uncut Mountain Press, Harmony, and many more other YouTube channels which are getting more and more content out. And but in Germany and in Europe, we have those groups where we have really great brothers, and they invest all their private time in explaining things to as I said, Muslims, Protestants, and so on. And I was thinking after a time that most of the things it's always repeating. And we tried to set up a Discord with all the PDFs so people can use it. But in the end, you have to be also a little bit lucky that your YouTube algorithm gives you a video of Harmony or Uncut Mountain Press. So you discover Orthodoxy. So there was also this case with me. I was starting, I was born Orthodox, but I never really lived. So when I tried to invest more into it, I knew, okay, here is some content I can get, here's something here also, but it's in a different language. And we just said, okay, there are many people who are investing their lives in for the case of Orthodoxy, and we just want to bring all together in one platform. So we have many features, like people can add them like on Facebook, add their profiles to the friends list. They can post prayer requests, and if you go into a prayer, let's say morning prayer, then you see, okay, one of my friends has prayer requests, and then you have these little cards like in church where, I don't know, one friend says, my mom is going to pray for me, and things like that. You can build a prayer routine. But also we have features like the Bible with the exegesis. So if you click on a verse, you have all the commentaries from early church fathers, from new theologians, we have more than 140,000 commentaries linked on every verse of the Bible. So also that is a big thing for me. It was very hard in the beginning to get into a habit for reading the Bible. We know there are many things holding us from reading the Bible, but it was mostly what my excuse was always I'm scared that I don't understand it in the right way. So I want to get more knowledge so I can read the Bible with more knowledge. But that's also a little bit contradictory, because Bible should be the number one thing where we get our knowledge. And so we think that will also help many people. Just click on a verse, you see the commentaries. You can add also folder structure. You can make your Bible study, and you can add comments, you can add verses, your own notes into these folder structures and make it public for other people. So, someone is very good in one topic. He's let's imagine a debater who's very good in a certain topic. You can go on his profile, and he can make public all the notes to this certain topic. And we have also in the West. So for Germany, we can say that we will have the biggest library of church fathers and old works of Christian Orthodoxy. I don't know if there is something in England and how big it would be. We will have like 22,000 works open in English and in German language. And after that, we will also try to do it in French, in Spain, and Greek, Serbian. So we're focusing more on the diaspora languages, because the main idea of the app is to have something like a broadcaster for the diaspora. because in Serbia we have these TV channels, you know, TV Hram, or also I think the Greeks also have their own TV channel only dedicated to Orthodoxy. But the diaspora don't has some, you know, and
Yeah, like
we
a
want,
specific medium where they get the Orthodox content from available
yes,
to them
yes,
in their language of the country they reside in.
yes, and yeah, so that's basically it. Audiobooks, there will weekly come out, always new audiobooks. We will try to have we want to accomplish like to be the audible for Orthodoxy, so you can, because I'm the type of guy when I work, I can consume like audiobooks very good. To be honest, I don't read as much. I always order books, but I never finish them, to be honest. So I love hearing audiobooks, and we have we want to make it possible so people get every week fresh audiobooks, new audiobooks, and that's basically it. So we're doing also content from ourselves, like, but we don't write books. So we call with all these publishers, and we with people who publish books, and we just ask them, hey, would you like to us to make it as an audiobook, or would you like to our book, so we digitalize it, and people can read it or buy it online on our store. So the idea is that everyone who is doing something for Orthodoxy, we can bring together at this one platform. Yeah.
Can I say
So
something
also,
more about the issue, brother? Because
so
it's
also
very
one last thing. We want also to help the publishers, like let's say people who publish books or do content, to help them reach a broader audience. Because if we have everything streamlined on one platform, we have also the different YouTube channels to get recognized better. Yeah. Sorry for my bad English and at this point, but I hope I could explain it to you a bit.
Don't worry about it.
I just wanted to say something about the issue with Drago. It's a very important issue, and I think a lot of people understand this issue. Like, let's say, for example, you're new in all this Orthodoxy, you're new in all of this, and you don't know where to look about the information you need. You have to visit 100 different sites if you are looking for a verse, or like from something what a church father said, or like, let's say, for example, topic Eucharist, topic baptism, topic, like all those topics. And like for me, I was looking 3 years, like I needed 3 years just to find Orthodoxy, like a legit church. Like everything I found was about the Catholic Church or Protestantism or Lutherans and something like that. And the Orthodoxy was like somewhere, I don't know, somewhere hidden, yeah, in the great World Wide Web. And a lot of brothers and sisters right now who converted to Orthodoxy had a very hard way to get there, because they were looking at all different kind of sources just so they find the information they need. And that's one solution we are trying to do, is to bring everything, like my brother Drago said, to centralize everything at one platform so you can find it all in one place. Yeah.
And when you mentioned that the information and everything was very hard to find, you were specifically looking in German, right?
That's right. The problem is you can't find anything like in German. Mostly you find something in English or in the original languages like Greek or Latin or something like that. And we have some things in German, but you have to find them on like maybe 20 or 10 different pages, so you have a picture out of it. And that's like what brother Drago said. We have one of the biggest library of church fathers and early church fathers in German and in English. So you have it all in one place. You can read it. You have the exegesis, like you said. That's for me, one of the biggest gifts we have. One of the biggest treasure is you have a Bible, the Old Testament in the Septuaginta. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. And the New Testament, and you click on one verse, you have the commentaries of the early church fathers about like almost every verse. And that's such a big gift. Like you let's say like this, it's much harder to misunderstand something in this context if you see it with the church fathers and the commentaries and with the theologians. And I think it's a very great gift. And let's say like this, there will be no place for heresy anymore if this makes this round. Let's say like this for personal heresy. You read the Bible in the with the glasses of the early church fathers. That's one of the biggest gifts we can have, and all glory to God for this.
Yeah, also, I would like to mention that this was not our work. So we were just in the last 8 months, we had many calls with different kind of people from different countries, Russian, Greek, and there are many sites out there. We all know maybe Azbuka. Azbuka is one of the biggest databases for works of church fathers, theologians, and stuff like that. So we're just having a cooperation with them. Also in Germany, the Septuaginta, it's a relative fresh translation. So if you want to read the Septuagint, it costs like 80 euros as a book.
79 euros in the store.
Yeah,
Yes.
and also there we have a cooperation with the German Bible
Association.
Association,
German Bible Association. Yeah.
and we pay them also per user. So we will be of I think so. We will be officially the cheapest platform where you can actually get also the Septuagint. So we just want to compress everything in one platform to make it easy for the people. So we don't want to get the credits for doing the exegesis or the we just bring people together. That's what we do.
Basically, a platform where all of the collaboration works together, and you can find a lot of the things you might be searching for.
What I wanted also to mention is that in my city in Munich we have like a Serbian church, we have a Greek church, Russian church, and so on. And I was always going into the Serbian church because I'm a Serbian, but I was also interested sometimes to go to the Greek church, and I went a few times there to the liturgy. And what I wanted to give the possibility that inside of the city, the communities, the Orthodox communities, can also get better connected. Let's say our Serbian church is doing, I don't know, on Saturday there is an author who will read the book, and there will be an event, or the church is barbecuing, okay? Something very nice where everyone can join.
They're having a slava.
Yeah. And also I was thinking like I would like to know when the Greeks are doing an event in my city. I would like to connect with them and go there. So inside the app, the churches will have the option to give a push notification inside of the app. So if I'm in Munich, I can get a notification, hey, on Saturday, this and that church will have this and that event. If you want, you're welcome to join us. So also connect the Orthodox people communities inside a city a little bit better. Yeah. That's also a feature.
It's very good. What do you think so far, Sky? Do you have any question?
They wanted 5% equity in the beginning. They were trying to sell that, so I don't know if we're just at 5% just yet. We're getting there.
Mm.
No, I actually really like this idea so far. So far, it seems like it has a lot of potential. Like it has a lot of like how do I say it? It just has a lot of potential. It has a lot of like I know it's constantly going to be worked on, and I'm sure, and it has there's a lot of love behind it. There's a lot of faith and love and a lot of people pushing it who love this idea, who want to push this idea forward. So with that, I mean, I'm sure this app is going to be great. So I still haven't seen I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, sure.
No, but I love the idea, and I think it'll be great for especially a lot of Western countries where Orthodoxy isn't as well known. I love the idea about the churches that you just mentioned right now, how they can do the push notification. I was actually just talking to Milos about that the other day. I was like, man, I wish our churches got together more. And I was talking, and I went on a little rant about how churches don't get together enough. But yeah, no, I actually really like that idea the most. That specific idea, that's like my favorite idea out of the whole thing so far. But then again,
Mm.
that's a specific thing that I've been thinking about as well. About oh, I'd like to know what this church over here is doing versus this one, or oh, the Greeks are having their Greek festival on this. You guys are more than welcome to come. You know.
Well, I know why you like that idea. You heard him talk about barbecue. You were like, "Oh, that's a good
Exactly,
idea."
exactly. I heard there might be burek at the event, and I have to go now. So
We have to
Yeah, we
connect.
in our church, the Serbian church in Munich is doing a very good barbecue on
yeah,
Sunday.
you know, when you were mentioned that you're from Munich, and you were like, oh yeah, we have this. I really wanted to say they also have Oktoberfest, but that's in September. So,
No. It's still today's the last day of Oktoberfest.
yeah, by the time this video is out, I'm sorry guys, you missed it. What can I say?
Yeah, but that's a very big part. Like, it's very sad to see that we have in the West we don't have that many churches, but that churches we have to connect ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to bond,
Uh,
and
Yeah, I
Like
I was just telling Milos the other day. I said in order, like a lot of things, in order for Orthodoxy to grow, I see us having to put aside certain things like jurisdictions, like putting aside like jurisdictional names and such, and kind of coming together as like a unified front, you know, to help Orthodoxy as a unified front in the West.
Mm.
You know, like putting aside like coming together as brothers in church in the church and pushing forward. So
Yeah.
it's a very big topic also.
A very big topic.
It's a difficult topic because there are like many things coming together. Also, a lot of things that we might not be aware of.
that's true.
But yeah, there have been the last couple of years some good strives into getting more and more people either back to Orthodoxy or new people into Orthodoxy. And I'm certain, like for example, like with this app again, like one of the main goals is as well like getting those informations to new inquirers, new catechumens.
Mhm.
Like we have now some good sources in English where like almost everyone in the world can like get some. Like people who are like very young or not that able to speak English or understand English that well. For them, it's like very beneficial to have it in, let's say, their native language, whether it's like German or like you guys mentioned, in the future it will be into other languages like let's say French or Spanish,
Dutch.
Chinese, whatever. Dutch, for example.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna
Like
be.
I got that like that is one of the big goals. But what other goals are you trying to reach with the app?
What other goals we try to reach with the app? Was that the question?
Yeah, like or like what are like kind of the goals and
Ah.
the future plans with the app?
Maybe I can start.
Please.
So,
Yes.
one thing, also a feature what Dragutin maybe missed to mention, is not only that we connect the churches, we also have a church finder on the app. Like, for
Mhm.
example, you're looking for a church, you're now just going to a new town or something, and you just want to go to liturgy. You can see what's the next church on your map. You can see what kind of church, when is the liturgy, what language the liturgy is, and also very great for people who are new in Orthodoxy. They want to visit the church. And the goal with the app, so one of the goals is in the first part is to get people to the churches. So that's a good bridge. So Church Finder, we want to get people to the church, from the phone to the church. Nowadays we see a lot of Christians, not only Orthodox Christians, like all kind of Christians, like also myself. I was finding myself like 5 times more on the phone than on prayer. I was finding myself like days like only surfing on social media, TikTok, Instagram, something like that. and I was listening about Christ. I was reading about Christ on the internet. I was seeing debates, but at the end of the day, it's not giving me anything if it doesn't bring me to church. And the first goal is to bring people from the phone to the church. And I think if the churches in the West see that the churches are getting fuller, then maybe we would have also more program for those people who are not from those Orthodox countries. Because my church, for example, is 90% out of converts. We have all kind of people in my church, Germans, Polish guys, I don't know, from also from Pakistan, from India, from Iran, from everywhere around the world. Very, very, very colorful church. And our church is one of the, in Germany, in Hamburg, is one of the small churches, one of the not so few churches who makes the liturgy every Sunday in German. And I think in the US, there's also maybe some churches who are not doing the liturgy in English, but in other languages. And, you know, we want to maybe, if it's God's will, and if, you know, that it can change something about the way how people in the West receive Orthodoxy, not like a belief from the East, like from, I don't know, from the Greeks, from the Romanians, from the Russians, but it's the real deal. It's from God. It's not from a country. It's not from something like that. So that's also a very big goal of us. And Drago, brother, you can say some more goals.
Yeah, so I always see three different kind of groups. So let's say people who are some kind of spiritual, who are into astrology maybe, or they're looking into everything. So that was maybe me 3 years ago. I was looking into everything that the internet said is spiritual, and thanks to God that I went back to Orthodoxy. But you know, if you tell people, hey, read John Damascus, the saint, and they're not already having the desire to get into Orthodoxy, we have to. There are different ways how people can nowadays in this digital new area get the fire starting for Orthodoxy. And I always use Harmony, the YouTube channel, as a best reference, because you can maybe just don't know anything about Orthodoxy and have the luck to just get the algorithm Harmony video about the death to the world, about all this topic, and people just click on it and okay, hey, wow, okay, interesting, and
Wow.
it gets you into it. So that's how in the digital area people can get interest in Orthodoxy. So we want to push this beautiful content that is already there, but we also want to help that it gets more. And Orthodoxy deserves beautiful content, and we want to help grow that. And yeah, because I think people don't read anymore. People don't have books in their hands. They have the mobile phones in their hands, and if maybe, yeah, if it's God's will, reach them on wherever they are, and preach the gospel wherever they are.
So a good summarization would be the main goals of the app is having content available wherever you are. In the future, in multiple language from Western countries and maybe Asian countries as well. And also growing Orthodoxy with it, growing the strength in Orthodoxy with all of the information, getting people into churches, getting more converts, and God willing, also more churches in the West after some years.
Yeah. So you know the saying in Germany, if you want to be Orthodox, you have to be Greek first. And that's the thing. There are priests who are overloaded with they first they don't even speak good German, and then someone comes into their church. I mean, I understand the main focus is to have the community, the diaspora community of their people, to care about them. And we had we had the situations that some people who were interested went to this in their church, and the priest could first they didn't speak good German or and we think if this gets more and more, that the churches will also discover, okay, hey, maybe let's do one time a month in the local language, the liturgy. And we see that. We see more and more people, more and more churches are investing into it or trying it out. And yeah, that's also something we want to accomplish, because if you look at the numbers, it's a little bit like in the US. We had 3 years ago, we had around 1.8 million or 2 million Orthodox people. Now we have some more than
1.4 maybe, 1 point something round about
1.4. And now we're more than 4 million. So if the rate goes like this, we will be more. There will be more Orthodox than Muslims in 2 or 3 years. So that's and if you think that also you have many migrants, coming into the country, so the numbers are getting higher on their side because people are coming into the country. But on our side, okay, also people are coming into the country, but not in these numbers. So we see Germans, we see people of all nationalities getting catechumes, getting converts, and that's beautiful. I'm thankful to God that I live in this area where we are all connected with Discord servers, and we can really see day by day how all of this flourishes. And we just want to help that getting maybe easier and help the catechumens also, There will be a function that the churches can make. I talked about these folders where users can make their own folders. So also priests and churches, they can make their own folders for week 1, week 2, week 3, or month 1, month 2. And maybe if a priest is not good in German language, he can maybe just make his own program for his German catechumes inside the app. Just tell them, just add the church or the priest inside the app, and you will see the program. Read this church father in week 1 or month 1. So we want also help the priests. We want to help the churches. That's a big focus also. Yeah.
So as I understood it, so basically a priest can use the app if he doesn't speak like German that well, and he can get an own folder for his own catechumens and get them the right books in the language they need.
Yes, so every church can make its own catechism program, like month 1, month 2, read this, read this. We want to help because I know that the priests are also they have so much to do. In Germany, they also have to have a second job most of the time, and if we can also help them with their program, and that's also a point.
If I can say
It's
something.
quite difficult as a priest. Sometimes people underestimate it, but the priests have a very handful job with all of the stuff going on.
Yeah, sure.
And as more and more converts we get, the more stronger we get. And the churches will adapt their liturgies, like in the Western countries, to the needs of the people as they get more and more converts.
Sure.
So I think we have a very bright future ahead of us.
God willing. I wanted to say something about those folders, Dragutin said. Also a very, very important feature, not about only the priest. We're also currently speaking with some brothers who are good in apologetics. Let's say, for example, when it's about to missionize, also a very big goal of us is to be, not goal, but we are, one purpose of the app is also to missionize in the West, like to tell people, hey, Orthodoxy was here like all the time, but we're not looking for it. So let's say, for example, we have a guy called XYZ. He's the best guy when it's about Islam. Yeah,
Shout out to Abu Belgrad. He's the best apologetic in for Islam in Germany.
yeah. And let's say, for example, this brother, let's say now we have some brothers and sisters who are not so good in those topics, and they are every day confronted with some Muslims or something. They're asking you, where does Jesus say I'm God? Where does he say pray to me? Or all of those questions. Why he doesn't know the last day or something? And then they can like get on the profiles of the favorite apologetic brother, and then they can look at those folders. Then where he was, where he can put his notes inside, when he can like put his verses and everything. We can just look the answers up, so you can learn so much from other brothers and sisters, also in a lot of topics. And yeah, it's like also an Orthodox community project, what is opened for all the people who are looking for something, what they don't know what they were looking for something. And yeah, it's a very great project, like also to connect ourselves with new people and with the people who are within something
Yeah,
like
we had a big problem with the Muslims. They had projects like LEAS. I don't know, Milos, if you heard of them. It was like 10
No.
years. They had big funding from like, I don't know, Qatar or different countries, and they printed like millions of Qurans in German, and they went out into the center of the city. That was like 2010, where YouTube also was kind of a new thing, and they were like getting big on YouTube, where no Christian content was even out there, but they were in those city centers, giving free Qurans out and telling lies over lies about Christianity, about how Paul made everything up, the Trinity. And so there was a big period in Germany where people got very much confused because they were spreading so many lies. And yeah,
Germany is officially statistically more atheistic than everything other
yeah.
right now.
And even if you're born Orthodox, I saw so many Serbians who didn't know that Jesus was God and things like that. So also, many of our people are not really catechumenized, didn't went through this process. So the app can help to get a good foundation. And yeah,
Mm. Yeah, but it is very true. Like Germany is very atheistic, has been for a very long time.
Hmm.
And if you look at the history, it was not a very like pro-Orthodox history with some
Hmm.
of the decisions, like from the beginnings of like if you go way back to Charlemagne. So let's change that and make it for once more pro-Orthodox.
sure. We'll
Amen.
But yeah,
God.
also like you said, many Serbians they are not catechized because it was used to be like that. You get catechized at home.
Hmm.
Back in the day, the catechism was whoever was your caretaker, your mother, your grandmother, whoever you spent the time with. And they teach you those stuff. Why we do this, how we do this, who is who, and you learned it. And you would learn, like some of the converts watching this video, they will understand what I mean. If you just go regularly to church, you will learn so much by just keeping your ears open and just
Right.
listening what the priest tells you. When they read out from the apostles, when they do this, you will learn slowly, step by step. Because one of the main things with Orthodox is you can't learn stuff quickly. Because the most important things about Orthodoxy is the life. And it goes step by step, slowly and slowly.
Mm.
And it takes years and years to grow strong and strong in the faith. You make one step in the right direction, then maybe you make 5 steps in the wrong directions, but you keep fighting.
Yeah, that's how it works. Sure.
Mm.
Yeah, we had this thing called communism. That's why our generation before us missed that point with catechizing their children because they went into horrific schools and communism schools, and it is what it is. But the next generations with the help of God, won't have this problem.
It's also one great thing what I just want to mention about the app. What's a very big feature for me, especially, like our generation. I don't know what generation you are, brothers. Like Gen Z, millennials, we're all day on the phone, all day, swiping TikTok, Instagram, and just to keep ourselves entertained. And when I think about it, when I have the app, I can stay entertained in a good way. So I can learn something. I can build my spiritual life, not with this app, but it's a very good tool for preparing me to go the spiritual life, you know. And I think it would be much better to, let's say, to listen to 10 audiobooks, 10 stories of some saints, of Saint Paisios or Saint John of Damascene, like we said, than to see like 20 TikTok videos. And I think, and I hope that it will be the same like trigger for the people, like to stay on the app, to see, hey, what's new, what's coming new. And we also try to bring always new updates with more content and more audiobooks and everything. So it's going to be refreshed, like, I don't know in what time, but as fast as possible. As much content we get, we're trying to update it as fresh as we can, so you always have something new you can wait for. And yeah, we want to break the routine. We want to break our secular routine with those Instagram and TikToks. And yeah, that's for me a very big thing, because I'm always finding myself like laying in bed on the couch and just Instagramming and something like that. And that will be like a very, very great thing, I think, for the younger generation also.
Okay, exactly. So, question to the viewers who are younger. It's your choice if you want to watch Skibidi Toilet on TikTok or get on the Theosis app.
Yeah.
Real Sigmas, they're gonna listen to some Orthodox audiobooks.
Orthodox Sigma.
I just lost
Be
my
like,
brain
be like
cells.
Milos. Be like Milos. Be an Orthodox Sigma.
Yeah.
Orthodox Sigma or Skibidi Toilet. You have the choice.
Which way, Western man? Which way?
Which way? There is
Yeah,
no
don't
other.
be a beta, be a Sigma, go on the Theosis app.
Just have
Oh
those
my
two.
word! Stop using this language. My last two brain cells are fighting each other.
So,
Okay.
one of my final questions. Was it hard to convince you guys as priests and so on for the blessing to create this app or start working on it?
Yes and no. So when we had the idea, it was not directly yeah, okay, you get the blessing. It is more like, okay, it first have to be developed and be out, and then the official blessing will be there. So we have the official blessing of Vater Joachim in Hamburg, in Hamburg, and also all my priests know it. Also the bishop of the Serbian bishop of Germany, he also saw the app because I was asking for the prologue of Ohrid, that we get it into the app. And so I showed him all the features. And yeah, but all of them, they're waiting for the app to come out, to be there, so they can really test it. And then we will get also official, like from their side, all the blessings. But yeah, we're, as I said, with the one priest from Hamburg, then also with Mount Athos, we're working on a feature.
That's what the priest was doing for us. He was getting the blessing for us so we can do the app from Mount Athos.
Yeah. So we
That's
got
amazing.
blessing from Mount
Pray to
Athos,
God.
and we also work together with a monk from Mount Athos. He's from a Romanian monastery. We can't say yet his name, but so I didn't know they have internet there, but some of them have. It was a surprise for me, but
Yeah, they
he's
get it for what's the word for Sky? You know English better than me.
No, I don't.
You know that word that when you spread orthodoxy. There is a
Evangelism.
special word for it.
Evangelism. Evangelism.
Yes, thank you. It's the same. Yeah.
And yeah, he's working on a big feature. He wants to build an AI. He was a developer, I think, in his previous life, or how do you say? And he's working on an AI which is based on the dogma, many church father data, and the Bible, but it is not 100% yet. So we are testing that out. I mean, you can ask ChatGPT some things, but you will fast realize that some of the stuff is true, some is mixed up, some is completely out of nothing. But so you can't trust ChatGPT yet. But we're working with this monk on a feature like that. We don't know when it will be ready, and but yeah, there is some work on that.
That sounds awesome. Glory to God.
All
It's
good.
always amazing, and with like all of that spiritual guidance and help from all of the people involved. I'm so looking forward, and I'm sure it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it will come out like we try our best to publish it in end of October, but it can be that it gets out in November. So in a few weeks we will be ready to publish. Yeah.
Don't speak about months, we speak about weeks. So
Yeah.
in the next weeks it should be out. It's a lot of work we have to do still, so we can get it out. We just want to give the people the best as we can.
Thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, the links when the app is gonna be released are gonna be either a pinned comment or in the description, maybe even both. Till then, we will notify you when the app comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for the Theosis team for joining us for this episode. Take care, everyone, and God bless.